for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he gets a nice yardage on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
12, 11, MT, take. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
11, Thomas.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 11. Stop.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 2, ready?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Again, it's Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
11, mighty. A can. Stop.
From the 39, Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here we go.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
11. 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Come on, stay.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Stroud sets up the play action. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come over, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Black Ultra. Hold peace. Ready?
First carry now. This is Williams. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First and 10, it's Stroud. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Strikers, 3-3. Steel, black. Claws red. Hut, hut.
On second down, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 21 yards away. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Now the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but their kicker booted a long field goal to at least get them free. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm pretty sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I don't want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the air again, Burrow. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to work his way down to the 16. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty, 11 Mighty. Stop.
From the 16, Burrow throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnston. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Gun.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
11.
Third and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. From 13 yards out. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Set. Check white. Slide, 97. Set.
One back in the field, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Stroud looking to throw. He's got a man, it's Sutton that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The pass run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Ready. Got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Play action. Stroud now. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Smash, red. Slide blue. Claw, 10. Set.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11,
And
11,
within
11,
trailing,
11.
there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
It's just set. 11 minus
send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, the return is Williams. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Drill 52. On the ball. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, go. Right, white.
Final play of the half. Stroud. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking forward to making that next step in these playoffs.
But I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Black shot.
Stroud off the play fake. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. When you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure it works.
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
11 MT, take. Stop.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Burrow. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Here we go, here we go.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mix it up the middle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
11, 12, 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Now it's Burrow. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Here we go.
1st and goal.
They gotta
They
go,
got to be
go.
thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
11 Thomas. 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here we go.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. And it's caught. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad
Ready?
that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offensive line was dropping the ball.
Yeah, that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work.
Here we go.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
Ready.
But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Triple 38. 43 rail. Drill green.
On first down, here's Stroud. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Ready?
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Ready?
Stroud now on 2nd down. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continue to do so.
He'll buy some time right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
11. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
10 cycles. Ready?
Stroud sets up the play action. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 109 yards rushing for him now, as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go.
Good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11. Go.
Burrow looking to pass. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. To the air again, Burrow. Completes it to Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here we go. 11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. There he goes left side. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this was pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
12.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it,
Ready?
even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.